Me and my new husband's wedding was this Sunday, and it was absolutely beautiful. We've been together for almost 8 years, and I've known his family for that length as well. Everything was perfect, except for this one horrible instance with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, who I'll call Jolene, has always been a flighty, self-absorbed, irresponsible person. She's the type of person that will be sweet and polite to your face, but she holds a lot of grudges over very small things, and if you ever do something to offend her, she'll never forgive you for it. I'm almost certain that she has some sort of developmental or personality disorder, but I'm not a shrink, so it's just an educated guess. One of the ways her narcissistic tendencies materialize is through Facebook. She is absolutely obsessed with Facebook. She can't go anywhere or do anything without posting about it. She's had falling outs with people because of their activity on Facebook that she didn't approve of. So when Jolene showed up at our wedding, she, unbeknownst to me or my groom, already considered my maternal grandmother, we'll call her Rose, her enemy, because apparently Rose didn't like enough of her posts on Facebook. We had the ceremony. The ceremony was gorgeous, and immediately after, it was time for family pictures. When my husband and I were standing up with his parents for pictures, Rose calls out in jest, "Jolene, quit hiding behind groom, you're beautiful." I didn't know it then, but it was this comment that set Jolene off. I heard her mutter a few incomprehensible things while we stood together, so I knew she wasn't happy about the comment, but I didn't know the full extent. We took a few more pictures with his family and a few with mine, and then the photographer asked the wedding party to go to a different location for more pictures, so we left them. We finished all the post-ceremony pictures within half an hour, and then dinner came. When my husband and I sat down with the rest of our guests for dinner, my grandmother came over to us and asked us where Jolene was, because she saw that her comment had upset her, and she wanted to apologize to her for the misunderstanding, and that she was just kidding and didn't mean anything by it. I looked around the room and didn't see Jolene. My husband told her that he wasn't sure where she was, but if they found her, they'd let her know that Rose wanted to speak to her. After Rose left, my husband looked at me and told me that after the pictures at the ceremony, Jolene had thrown a tantrum when we left and was currently sitting in the car waiting for her brother to drive her back to the hotel. She missed the entire reception. We had to cancel the mother-son dance. I haven't seen or heard directly from Jolene since we took pictures with her at the ceremony, and it's been over 4 days now. She also hasn't spoken to my husband at all, not via text or otherwise, which is certainly unusual, because she normally texts him at least once a day. She posted a few vague, passive-aggressive posts on Facebook the night of the wedding and the day after. Things like, "The most important thing is to be kind," and "I'm so thankful that I got to live with the family I was raised in." But there's been no acknowledgement that her kid just got married. When I went to tag her in the photos from the wedding a couple of days ago, I found out that she's now blocked me and my entire family. She hasn't blocked my husband, however. I texted my sister-in-law, who's closest to Jolene and still lives with her in their family home, and asked what the hell was up. My sister-in-law told me that Jolene apparently feels bad about missing the wedding, but is taking a what's done is done approach to it, and is only considering apologizing to my husband for missing 75% of his wedding. My sister-in-law hesitantly told me that she was sorry, but that I shouldn't be expecting an apology from Jolene, because Jolene has never actually liked me because of the Starbucks incident, which in its entirety is that 6 years ago while we were visiting, I told my husband that I was going to grab a coffee from Starbucks, and I asked if he wanted anything. I didn't remember my manners, apparently, to ask Jolene if she also wanted anything from Starbucks, and she's held a grudge about it all this time, thinking that I'm a bad person and wasn't raised right. I brought this to my husband, and he says that he loves his mother. But if that she doesn't apologize to both of us, he's uninterested in hearing anything she has to say, and he's unwilling to speak with her for the foreseeable future. I think he plans on trying to slowly restore the relationship if she does end up apologizing to both of us. But frankly, I'm so furious that she took her second son's only wedding and made it all about her and didn't even consider his feelings or how much it might hurt him. She missed a once-in-a-lifetime milestone for him, all because of her vapid, conceited social media presence. Because of this, I'm just considering going no contact with her myself, even if my husband does still want a relationship with her. Right now, I'm planning on doing only the bare minimum with her if he ends up wanting it. Going to Christmas, being civil, but not engaging in any conversation or texting her outside of visits or anything like that. I'm comforted by the fact that this is only even remotely a possibility if she does end up apologizing to both of us. And my sister-in-law doesn't even think that Jolene will apologize to my husband, much less me. How the hell am I supposed to handle this? TLDR. My mother-in-law left our wedding after the ceremony and before the reception because of a playful comment my grandmother made to her during pictures. She missed the majority of her son's wedding, and I'm thinking about going no contact with her over it, even if my husband ends up wanting to preserve the relationship. You don't really need to handle it. Trash took itself out. She already held a 6-year-long grudge over a cup of coffee. She was never going to like you. If not this, it would be something else. I don't think you need a specific definition, like no contact. Just stop bothering. She got mad and blocked you. I don't think you need to thinking about being mad on your husband's behalf about the wedding. Let him handle that. She did you a favor by removing her toxic presence from the occasion. She doesn't want a good relationship with you. Clearly. So why worry about the specifics? Let him handle her. If she doesn't apologize, then fine. She's removed herself from your life. That's her call. If she does apologize, fine. But that doesn't mean you need to make any effort with her. Just let her be miserable alone.